What's up, guys? ArtistVersion1 here, and welcome back to a very special edition of the Three-Way Dance Wrestling Podcast, where we are recording this episode and we are broadcasting live via YouTube. And joining me, as always, is Shelby, aka Shubs.
Fuck it!
Fuck it, we'll do it live! And joining me, as always, is Don't You Forget About Him, Nick.
Don't. What's up, everybody? Actually, that was an easy one. I expected you to hit me with something harder than that. Damn.
Well, I just watched The Breakfast Club this weekend, so I figured I'd go.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
All right, so we got a show for you here tonight. Of course, we are live, like I just mentioned. We are simulcasting. Well, not simulcasting. I am recording this the way we usually record, and we are live via YouTube for our very first, possibly only live episode that we will do. But we are going to review Money in the Bank 2023 that came from the O2, I believe, in England. Plus, we're going to do the games you know and love. It came from eBay live. Three-Word Dance live. If there's people in here, take your questions. If not, we're going to play a good old game of Identity, plus all the little side segments. What's up, Nick's ass? His fact.
There's a couple things up there.
Yeah. His fact of the week. Shelby's time in history, all that good stuff. But before we get to that, we got to talk about some news. And the first thing I want to talk about, let's talk about AEW. AEW last Friday, the day after we did last week's episode, they released their very first console video game. They did have a couple mobile games at first, AEW Casino and AEW GM Attack or whatever the hell it was, which I actually played that one for a bit. It's actually kind of fun. I just didn't stick with it. But they released AEW Fight Forever for Nintendo Switch, PS4, 5, Xbox One, Super Nintendo, all those.
There's a Super Nintendo version?
No, I'm kidding.
Shit. I was like, oh, shit. All right, cool.
But now they're already releasing DLC and everything, which is, of course, Matt Hardy was the pre-order bonus. FTR.
Two Matt Hardys.
Yeah, two Matt Hardys, broken and unbroken. What was I going to say? FTR, a couple others are going to be in there as well. But the big one that they're adding is a quote-unquote battle royal mode, which is kind of like, Fortnite and what's the other one I'm thinking of? PUBG, which is going to be the Stadium Stampede mode. 30 wrestlers competing at the same time inside, the stadium. That is no
fuckery with 30 wrestlers.
Yes. I thought it was just going to be like...
Is there even 30 on the playable roster?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's like 100.
No, it's not 100. No, fuck.
Still, there's a lot.
Oh. But at first I thought it was just going to be a match mode. Like, okay, you pick this and you play it and shit. But like, I didn't know it was going to be like an online battle royal type of thing.
That's interesting.
Yeah. And then like I saw like little clips from it and I'm just like, oh, okay, I'm kind of sold on this now.
Yeah, see, I saw a photo of it. And like, I didn't actually read that it was going to be like, here's 30 in Battle Royal style. I just heard Kenny Omega confirms Stadium Stampede come to AEW Fight Forever. I'm like, oh, this looks fun.
It's going to be like PUBG where like it's all online kind of shit? Is that like
not all online, but like just that mode?
Yeah.
Yeah, and like you fight inside the stadium, last one standing wins.
So you get to cruise around in the golf carts and shit?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
You can ride Adam Page's horse.
They should do that with the Royal Rumble in like 2K.
Yeah.
Like how fucking sick would that be? Not the riding around in the fucking golf cart, but like the fucking...
That's actually really fucking cool. You can ride Hangman's horse.
Yeah.
Like,
I saw like a little 30 second video of it today, and they showed like all this stuff.
That's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, it actually, that's why I was just like, okay, I'm kind of sold on this now. I was going to wait for the game to fucking go down in price some, but like if like tomorrow they're just like Stadium Stampede on AEW, I'm like, all right, I got to go buy the game.
Don't care what it costs.
That'll be like, I'm just going to buy a system and the game now.
Yeah.
Oh, I see you're getting a new system. What will be your first game? AEW Fight Forever. I'm sorry, pardon? Yeah, but you see, football fuckery. Stadium Stampede.
I'm pretty sure some of the systems I bought, the first
game I bought my PS4. I bought the PS4, and I was like, all right, give me a PS4 and give me WWE 2K22 right there.
Yeah, I think I've done that with other systems too.
Yeah.
I did that with PS2, actually. I got SmackDown vs. Raw 2006 when I was on PS2. Yeah.
All right. Next thing I want to talk about here. Let's talk about Jade Cargill. Jade Cargill, who lost the AEW TBS Championship at what was Double or Nothing.
Yeah.
Double or Nothing to Chris Statlander. Well, one of her fans was asking, "Hey, when you coming back to fucking AEW?" And she was like, "Not anytime soon." So, thoughts on Jade not coming back anytime soon?
Considering she worked every show from her debut to when she lost, like, I mean, she's got a young daughter. Let her spend some time with her kid. I mean, she put in the work in order to get herself over some of the shit they did with the baddies and fucking Stokely and Mark Sterling and going back and forth between who was her manager. That was a little bit wacky, but I will say she improved enough where it was just like, oh man, it sucks that she's going to be gone for a bit. But if she, I don't know, I think it can only be of benefit to her with her being gone. So when she does come back, she gets like that face pop and suddenly she's like a badass baby face. Or else doesn't come back to wrestling and just, takes that family life down or whatnot.
What do you think, Shelby?
Go watch your husband play baseball, I guess. How can you miss her if you don't go away, right?
Oh, okay. Oh,
Her husband is a lucky man.
oh yeah.
They're playing well right now.
Mhm.
Who's he? Wait, what? Who's he
plays
play
for the Cincinnati Reds.
Oh, ain't that some shit? I didn't know that.
Hey, he's second baseman.
Shit.
They've been fucking crushing it lately too. So
I know. I was actually watching because I was at the casino on Tuesday and I was watching the Cubs versus the Brewers. That was an interesting game.
I'm going to the Jays versus the Diamondbacks on the 15th
of July.
Yeah.
Oh, that's like their first game back after All-Star Week.
Yeah,
that's the second game, I think.
I think it's the second game because I think it's the second game of the Arizona series. It's the Saturday game. I think they have a game Friday.
They are not playing well right now, but
I mean, do they ever at this point in the season?
They should be playing a lot better than they are right now.
But I mean, that's any Toronto team. That's how Toronto teams do it. They have that little like fucking period where they're shit.
Yeah.
Well, and I mean that's the thing. The Leafs, if the media would just fucking lay off. If the fucking media would just lay off, it wouldn't be it wouldn't be a continued fucking drought. But because there's so much pressure on the team, every fucking year when it gets to crunch time, whether they're in the playoffs or what round or whatever it is, there's so much pressure on them. It doesn't matter how well they play. They get fucking trounced because they can't handle the fucking amount of pressure that gets put on them. I've been saying that for years, and people are like, oh, I don't know about that. I'm like, it happens all the fucking time.
Yeah, I mean, you could say that about any team, but
join us on our other podcast. Join us next week on our new podcast, Hockey Night Tonight.
Well, it's not even
Hockey Night Tonight.
Fuck.
When it comes to Jade, I mean, yeah, I think this is the right way to do it. Take a bunch of time off, and you come back and fucking have another match with Statlander. Right?
Yeah.
Makes sense.
I want to see Jade Cargill versus Jamie Hayter, man. I think that could be good.
I don't know if I want the women's belt on Jade Cargill, though.
Jamie Hayter isn't even champ. Tony Storm's champ.
Oh yeah, fuck. I forgot about that.
I haven't even watched the fucking AEW since probably the last pay-per-view, and I fucking know that. It was Forbidden Door.
Well, me neither.
Apparently,
speaking of AEW here, Blood and Guts is coming up, aka War Games, which I really wish they would come up with a different name for that.
Yeah, I really wish they just stopped doing it.
Doesn't bag.
Well, okay, wait a minute. I'm gonna regret this, but do you like War Games, Shelby?
I like the older War Games, but now it's like any fucking stipulation match. It just gets like crowded up with weapons,
Mm-hmm. It's goofy. It's turned into a goofy ass gimmick match now.
Yeah, they're all the same.
Enough.
But yeah, anyways.
But anyway, Blood and Guts is coming up, and it's going to be the Elite versus the BBC or
BCC.
Big Black Cock, whatever.
Holy
fuck! Big Black Cocks.
But each team is going to have a mystery team, and Kenny Omega has teased that their
Oh, it's
mystery
Kota
partner.
Ibushi.
Well, thank you. I was doing the lead-in for it.
I got overzealous there.
It's
Just a
been
little.
teased that Kota Ibushi might be the mystery partner. Thoughts?
I'm not surprised. I'm surprised he hasn't been there by now. It just sucks that BCC won't have Bryan Danielson or Eddie Kingston for that matter, because Kingston's competing in the G1. So I don't know who you put with fucking. Oh no, Eddie Kingston was on the elite side. Sorry.
Yeah.
So that fucked up. But I mean, so you have the elite and potentially Kota Ibushi versus the Blackpool Combat Club of John Moxley, Claudio Castagnoli, Wheeler Yuta. Then you have Konosuke Takeshita. And I'm going to say this, given the development by Don Callis and Chris Jericho on Dynamite this week, I think Jericho is going to be their teammate.
I'm going to go with my old reliable, and I'm going to say Cameron Grimes.
He's under contract. He's with the, I mean, for Shiggles, throw CM Punk in there. I'd be fine with that. And just let all hell break loose.
Well, he's not going to do that match. No fucking way.
No fucking way. It's probably going to be Jericho if we're being honest. But which, if that means the dissolution of the Jericho Appreciation Society, I'm all for it. I'm fucking all for it.
Yeah, if you really want to get fucking nuts, you make Larry the mystery partner.
They already sell a T-shirt with his face on it. So.
Make the fucking dog the mystery partner. I'd be first in line to buy a ticket to that or to watch it on TV. I don't even have cable. I would sign up for cable for a month just so I can watch that match on TV.
The Elite,
if the fucking dog was the mystery partner.
The Elite and Kota Ibushi versus the Blackpool Combat Club, Konosuke Takeshita and Larry the Dog in Blood and Guts.
Sign me the fuck up.
Okay. Fuck.
Oh. All right. Coming up. Fuck. I had a segue for this, but then I lost it. Okay. But Teddy Long is in the news. I just found this hysterical. But Teddy Long recently did an interview with somebody, and Goldberg is out there looking for a potential retirement match. Might do the old what was it? Hulkamania did the the tour of Australia, the Hulkamania tour. So Goldberg's looking to do something like that for like a retirement match. Well, Teddy Long had a great idea for a potential last opponent for Goldberg, and that being Bret Hart.
Oh, I did hear about this. I think Nick sent it in the chat.
Ain't that a kick in the head?
I know, right?
Was he joking? He must have been joking.
He wasn't joking. He was not joking.
He must have been.
He said something along the lines of, given the history between Bret and Goldberg, I have no doubt that Bret could make Bill look good in Bill's final match or some shit.
I mean, considering the history, though, like that would be pretty good if they could.
Goldberg almost killed The Undertaker. Do you really think that
I'm saying in a perfect world, right?
Oh, in a perfect world, there would be no Goldberg retirement match at all. It just
now you're getting a little ridiculous.
Oh, come on, I don't want to see. I wouldn't pay. Here's a scenario. Let's say that he does do this big fucking who's next or who's last retirement tour.
Yeah, there you go.
Who's last? I'm not paying pay-per-view to watch his last match. I'm sorry. I wouldn't even fucking try and watch a stream of it, to be honest with you.
The Brock Lesnar Goldberg match at Survivor Series should have been his last match.
Yeah, that should have been it. Yeah, I agree.
It went off so well. Even you could have made it, I guess, the WrestleMania one where he lost to Brock, but
then he should have been done.
Yeah.
Not the Fiend and fucking beating fucking Strowman and having all these fucking it's a dream match. I'm like, no, the only Goldberg versus big guy match we wanted to see was Ryback, and that ship has long fucking sailed.
I think I think that could still happen.
I don't want to.
God, I mean, Ryback's not going to work for WWE,
Who's gonna
but
concuss the other first?
Goldberg's not under WWE contract. So
yeah, I know, yeah. I don't think Ryback's going to work for AEW either, but I guess if they do like an independent thing.
It's not that Ryback's like, hey, I don't want to work for AEW.
No.
AEW is saying like, we don't want you to work for us.
Yeah, because he's a fucking idiot.
They won't feed him more, if you will.
Yeah.
I personally would like to see Bret Hart versus Goldberg just for shiggles in a perfect world.
I don't want
just to see Bret Hart just stomp the fucking shit out of his head. You know, like just kicks Goldberg in the nuts.
Just shoot fight.
Yeah, just kicks him in the nuts and just keep stomping his head. But like in a realistic world, I could go for Goldberg and Ryback if they were able to figure that out.
I don't want to see if there has to be a Goldberg retirement match. I'd rather it be somebody like fucking maybe Wardlow.
No, Wardlow he's not the veteran that you could put against Goldberg. Goldberg's not.
I'm sorry, but I'm not putting a veteran against Goldberg at this point.
I know, but like
Sting versus Goldberg, I'm like, no, please, no.
Goldberg and Wardlow would underperform 100%.
Powerbomb Symphony fucking 15 times. You just powerbomb. Oh, actually, okay.
You want to kill Goldberg?
I wouldn't be upset with MJF versus Goldberg if MJF squashed him.
That's not going to happen.
MJF
the Battle of the
dominant Jew.
The Battle of the Jews.
He's the dominant Jew in professional wrestling. They couldn't sell that in Germany, though. I don't think.
I mean, they can't even sell Hell in a Cell in Germany.
But
So.
it's elimination.
No, it's elimination chamber. They can't sell.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought it was Hell in a Cell.
It's No Way Out instead of elimination chamber because
right. Well, that's a better name anyway. But
No Way Out still kind of implies the same thing.
Yeah.
But no,
okay, wait. I want to throw two suggestions for Goldberg's last opponent. One,
it's not Cameron Grimes.
No. One, Tito Santana. He's still going.
Tito? Are you fucking kidding me? Just put Kevin Nash in there. Let's see who gets hurt first.
Oh, Kevin Nash for sure.
Either Nash tears his quad or Goldberg gets concussed.
Or my second option, Cameron Grimes.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Fuck. I should have known that was coming. No, but see, overall, I just don't want to see Goldberg again. I don't. He's old. He's tired. He is hurt. I don't want to see him work with fucking children.
I was going that route too. All right. And the last bit of news here, a little bit of sad news. But former WWE and ECW superstar Darren Drozdov, aka Puke.
He's gonna puke.
Yeah.
He's gonna puke.
Who was in that unfortunate accident with D'Lo Brown, who attempted a running powerbomb in a SmackDown taping that obviously was edited out. Left him a quadriplegic. Droz eventually was able to regain some arm strength from what I read, but was still confined to a wheelchair. He has sadly passed away. Favorite Droz moments? Go.
Oh God.
If I could give you a favorite, because I wasn't really watching and I haven't watched a lot of his back stuff, but knowing like what happened and knowing about the history of the guy, it sounds like he should have probably been more than he could have been more than.
I mean, when you get labeled puke,
he's gonna puke.
Yeah, it's pretty much over right there.
Yeah.
Your name's Puke.
Yeah.
But like, the one thing though, like, and so like I read the news, I'm like, and then somebody like commented, they're like, someone check on D'Lo today, please. I was like, fuck. Because I guess ever since that happened, D'Lo and Droz talked every day. Like, and Droz didn't hold any ill will or anything towards him. Like, oh man, fuck. Like, someone check on D'Lo Brown if it hasn't happened already. Fuck.
Dang. Yeah.
Oh,
it's I I mean, from what I heard, he lived a full life afterwards to the best of his abilities, and he wasn't like really upset about what happened or anything. He never blamed D'Lo, so
No, he was one of those ones that he's like, shit happens.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's too bad.
Like
I honestly I haven't seen enough of him to like say, this is my favorite match or whatever. So
he's got a puke.
Yeah, that's
yeah. He was featured. He was featured in that famous scene from Beyond the Mat.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like, how do you not just like, okay, listen, you're a great wrestler, you're a great talent. We're gonna call you Puke, and you don't just say, no.
Because Vince, everybody always said Vince has a way of like convincing people that you came up with the idea, It's just...
I don't know. If you see Beyond the Mat, it does not look like Drozdov came up with that idea.
It's basically like, I heard that you can puke on command. We're going to call you Puke. He's got a puke.
Yeah, and then that's what he kind of coerces him into trying to puke on command. Like, he's going to puke. He's going to puke. He's going to... And then he couldn't do it. And then, like, his debut, he couldn't do it either.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, okay, great
Stage
gimmick.
fright.
Puke.
That's like, oh, man, that guy can piss on command. Do it. And it's like, I can't do it. And like, well, what's the point?
Can you imagine calling somebody shit and he just comes out and takes a shit on the stage?
I don't think that would get past most censors.
And takes a shit. For his finishing move, he just gives a fucking dirty Sanchez and then goes for the pin. Like,
can you imagine calling somebody shit?
Jesus.
I mean, they did call Rosie the superhero in training.
That's the quote I'm putting on the fucking title card right there. Can you imagine being called shit?
And your finisher is you just shit on somebody?
All right, so that was the news this week, and now we're going to move into our games we like to play here. It came from eBay and the 3-word dance, and we always start with it came from eBay. Let me get my score pad here. And yes, the people who are watching, the few people who are watching live, you get to see the magic of me switching notebooks and everything.
Oh, we get to look and see if he's got his fucking prices on there.
I know, right? Well, no. You just see me moving notebooks, that's all.
I don't know. I think I just read something.
So, way it came from eBay works, for any new listeners out there or viewers, I give these guys 3 wrestling-related items that I find off of eBay, and they have to figure out which one is the most expensive of the 3. So your first 3 are, it is a 1991 youth Hulk Hogan costume. It is just one of those, like, full body costume things with the hands and feet cut out, and it just has Hulk
you can wear me, brother.
Pretty much.
I'll get candy for you, dude.
I'll get candy.
Oh God, no. I don't want candy from Hulk Hogan. Get into my van, brother.
I was just thinking, like, he pulls up in a van and says, "Get in, brother. We're going to get candy, dude."
Yeah.
Or is it the 1999 Stone Cold Steve Austin / Raw is War Kids umbrella? It is an umbrella that opens up and it has the Stone Cold Steve Austin logo and the Raw is War logo on them.
That sounds like it would be more passable for me to carry around than a Hunchback of Notre Dame, like a Disney's Hunchback of Notre Dame.
I would say so, yeah.
Yeah.
You should probably get rid of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it lives in the back of my truck. I don't actually use it regularly.
You don't have a truck. You have an SUV.
That's still a fuck you. My SUV.
I'm surprised you drive an SUV considering what happened.
No.
You know what? Side bit though. When I was first looking at getting a vehicle, and people are like, "Oh, what kind of vehicle do you want?" I was like, I'd love a white Toyota Highlander. And they look at me, they're like, "That's what hits you." I'm like, "But that's exactly it." And they're like, "You're sick." And I'm like, "Well, that's one way to describe it, sure, but that's but then I realized
you had Stockholm syndrome for a fucking car.
But that's But then once I got looking at vehicles and looking at SUVs, I found that white SUVs were one of my PTSD triggers. So then I ended up with a ruby red SUV, and I'm like, you know what? Fuck yeah. It's got leather interior and heated seats, and the air conditioning works really good, and I can even fucking get Bluetooth on that bitch.
Okay.
Yeah.
And your third item is it didn't say a year, but is I'm assuming early 90s. It has to be, or late 80s, one of the two. It is a Jake Roberts, Damien Rubber Snake, and Damien Rubber Snake and Jake Roberts bag toy, still sealed. So on the box, it's Jake Roberts holding a Damien, and on the inside, the toy would be just a big rubber snake, and it comes with a bag so you can walk around and act like you're Jake the Snake and everything. Which one of these three are going for the most expensive price on eBay?
The fucking rubber Damien, man. That sounds fucking awesome.
I gotta go.
Yeah, if I wasn't terrified of rubber snakes, I would want one of these.
I'm going with the costume.
You're going with the costume. Points, Nick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That set is actually going for the price of $199.99.
Huh. Is it like a cloth bag or a rubber bag?
It's like a cloth bag, I think.
Okay. So
but the snake is rubber. Yes.
So I mean, it wouldn't be very hard to do a Jake the Snake Halloween costume. You know, just get that bad boy. You fucking get some like green pants and fucking
get a bottle of Jack Daniels. You know?
Bottle of Jack Daniels. Start slurring your words. Make sure to jerk off the rubber Damien. You're fine.
We do have some people in the live chat now, so hello everybody. We will.
What's up, everybody?
Yeah, we will open it up to questions after our review. If you guys are still hanging around, just sit back and enjoy for right now. Right now, we're in the middle of It Came From eBay, and your next three here. What?
The one guy's name's Mussolini.
Oh, Mussolini, yeah.
See, that just made me think of that carpool karaoke that Britt Baker, CM Punk, Christian, and Bryan Danielson did, and she didn't know who Mussolini was.
Yeah, that's what it was. I was trying to think of what it was, yeah.
Danielson just looked shocked. He's just like, oh, no.
All right, your next three here.
She's like in her 30s.
Yep.
Fuck.
Next three here. It is a 1992 Undertaker T-shirt. It is a T-shirt that the whole T-shirt is like Undertaker's face, and then the bottom it says "Rest in Peace." It is a size extra large. Or is it the 1990 Hulk Hogan Python Power coffee mug with the box that it came in?
I'll wake you up in the morning, brother.
I'll wake you up in the morning, brother. It has Hulk Hogan on the side there, and it says Python Power. And I only wrote this down. Well, obviously, it wouldn't be cheap if I, if it you know what I mean. But I wrote it down because of the name. It is a VHS tape from the United Kingdom. It is WWF Smack 'em and Whack 'em.
What?
I'm not making this up.
Oh, wow. Does it feature the WWE Divas?
It does not. On the cover is actually Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart, and this videotape actually features a video profile of Bret Hart.
So why would I want it if it's called Smack 'em and Whack 'em?
Smack 'em and
That doesn't sound sexy at all.
The name, though.
But that's what I mean.
Which one of these three are going for the most expensive price on eBay?
Fuck it, the Smack 'em and Whack 'em tape.
Yeah, just for the obscurity of that item, I'm going with that too.
No points.
Yeah.
We're actually looking for the 1992 Undertaker Rest in Peace T-shirt, going for the price of $350.
Can I smack it and whack it?
Like,
I think I will.
Hashtag blow taker. Gotta get the greatest hits in here somewhere.
I suppose.
All right, and your last three here. First is a 1990. One of these, I have the link ready for y'all because y'all are gonna fucking love this when I send it to you. It is 1991 Hasbro figure cards. It is just the cards, no figures, no plastic bubbles, just the fucking cards.
How many is there?
3, and you get Hulk Hogan, Sergeant Slaughter, Texas Tornado, Kerry Von Erich. Those are the three.
Oh no.
Or is it the 1991 Ultimate Warrior gear set? You know, Hulk Hogan had his own gear set. Well, Ultimate Warrior had one too, and this is still sealed in the box, and you get the Ultimate Warrior mask, you get Ultimate Warrior tassels, plus you get like the little plastic shirt to go over to give you the Ultimate Warrior muscles.
Oh no.
From 1991. Sorry if I didn't say that. And finally, this is the IWC Soviet Bootleg Wrestler. This features a Soviet wrestler action figure, like a big giant Soviet wrestling action figure. International Wrestling Championship is what IWC stands for. And it's like a blonde-haired wrestler. He's wearing the Soviet Union thing on his chest. And on the box, on the fuck box, is Hulk Hogan. I have this link. I cannot wait for you guys to fucking see this thing.
That's IWC isn't the Poffos, right? That's a newer one.
No, this is a This is a Soviet bootleg wrestling toy.
Oh, I see. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
I
got you.
Which one of these three are going for the most expensive price on eBay?
The fucking Soviet Hogan.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not the cards. So you know what? I'm going for the Soviet Hogan too.
No points.
Really?
Yeah, you're actually looking for the 1991 sealed Ultimate Warrior gear set, going for the price of $350. And wow. I'm going to grab this link right now and send it to you guys because this thing is fucking incredible. When I saw me and Shelby were talking like before we went live and everything, and like I laughed my ass off when I found it.
I was wondering what you were laughing at.
Yeah, so I was like, oh my god, they're gonna fucking love this when I get it. So there's that for you guys. All right, so that was It Came from eBay, and while they look at that, I will explain 3-word dance to you guys, which is a game that used to be we would say 3 words about a wrestler that would connect them, and we have to figure out the connection. I know, isn't that fucking crazy?
Nick just saw it. Holy shit!
Here for the people in the chat who want to check out what we're laughing at here. There you go. But maybe not. Oh, it won't let me fucking send in the chat. Sorry, guys. Isn't that incredible?
It looks pretty fucking sick. I like the hammer and sickle on it too. That just like fucking seals it.
No, but with Hulk Hogan on the cover, it's like big Russian Soviet wrestler guy, and then Hulk Hogan on the cover. Like, oh my god, I would have sent it in the YouTube chat, guys, but it wouldn't let me. It was too long.
Look it up.
Make that cover.
Oh my god. All right. So next up, we're playing a 3-word dance. Like I said, it used to be a game where we say 3 words that connect to a wrestler, but that went bye-bye a long time ago. Now it's just a means for us to screw with one another. So your first 3 words are ploy, ruse, scheme.
PRS. Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Ploy.
They're all like plots.
No.
Something.
No, there's another word for that. They're all fucking. Oh hell.
Ploy, as in PLOY, just in case.
Yeah.
Ruse and scheme.
Don Callis.
No. What?
Yeah.
Ray Wyatt?
No.
Ravel is another term for ploy. Fuck.
No, not fuck.
Ploy, ruse, scheme.
Ploy, ruse,
Heyman?
Who?
Paul Heyman.
Paul Heyman?
Yeah.
No.
Vince McMahon.
No.
Ric Flair.
No.
Hint.
Your hint being NXT.
Adam Cole.
No.
No.
Floyd,
Oh, shit.
Ruse, Scheme, and your hint being NXT.
Cameron Grimes.
No. He would be on SmackDown, but no.
He was on NXT.
Yeah,
There
he
you
was.
go. He was on NXT.
That's
so
true.
fuck.
That's fair. Calm
But
down.
I guess he's talking somebody that's currently on NXT.
Joe Gacy?
No? Ploy, Ruse, Scheme.
NXT.
Katana Chance.
Oh, no. Trick Williams.
Damn it!
Ah.
Yes.
Ploy, Ruse, Scheme are all synonyms for trick.
Ah.
Fuck!
All right. My first three. Unknown. Savage.
Really so.
No. Outdoor.
Uso. Jimmy Uso.
A little bit more broad.
The
A little the Usos. There you go.
Ah, you motherfucker.
Nice 3 words. You'll get
He's
this one
already
pretty quick,
laughing.
I think. Okay, so Apple,
Carlito.
Art. No. Apple,
What?
Art, Eliminate.
Apple, Arch,
Art, A-R-T.
Art, Eliminate.
Yeah.
Jeff Hardy. I'm guessing that's a no on Jeff Hardy.
I said no.
Okay, I didn't hear you.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Apple, Art, Eliminate. We're supposed to get this quickly?
Yeah, right.
I thought you might. I don't know.
Mickey James.
Where the fuck did you get Mickey James from that?
Apple bottom jeans. I don't know.
What?
For some reason, it was in my head.
Shelby's been listening to T-Pain today.
I actually have not. I don't think I've, other than like hearing that song in passing. Well, actually, that's a lie. I probably have listened to T-Pain.
There you go.
Apple, Art, Eliminate. Oh! I don't know.
Hint.
General manager.
AJ Lee.
No.
You said general manager?
Yep. Fuck, I thought you guys would have got this.
Anonymous Raw general manager?
Nope.
Teddy Long.
Not
Nope.
Paul Heyman?
Nope.
Stephanie McMahon.
Nope.
Eric Bischoff.
Nope.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I know, right?
Don't be so focused on former general manager.
Oh, well, fuck me then.
No.
If you really look at Apple, Art, and Eliminate and really think about it, you should be able to get there.
I thought you were going to say if you really want me to.
Apple, Art, Eliminate. Apple, Art, Eliminate. Apple, Art, Eliminate.
Your say it different way trick isn't going to work here, pal.
Sometimes it does.
Yeah, I've gotten to there
Sometimes
in
it
weird
helps
ways
me.
before.
Okay, yeah, sometimes, yeah, you're right, yeah. I
I'll
suppose.
say I've gotten there in weirder
Hold
ways.
on, flip
so,
powder.
yeah. I once got one in 0 words, for crying out loud.
Daniel Bryan.
Nope.
Fuck, I got nothing, dude.
Yeah, I got nothing.
The initials of Apple, Art, and Eliminate are AAE. Also,
Oh,
the
Armando
initials of
Alejandro
Armando.
Estrada.
Oh, you motherfucker.
Oh, Estrada.
You haven't done one of those in forever. That wasn't my go-to.
Fuck.
Fucking hell.
All right, next one for me. Let's go with okay, fuck it. Massive ass X-ray.
Max Dupree.
No,
Max Moon.
no,
Max. MJF.
no.
Oh, fuck. What was his name? Waylon Mercy.
No.
Because Max Catton. Max.
Can you say those words again?
Massive ass X-ray.
Oof, that's not how you
Sky
say it.
Blue.
No.
Max. Maximum Male Models.
No.
Maxine.
Damn it.
Yeah.
When you said Max Dupree, I was like, oh shit. And then you just went the opposite direction. I was like, oh, okay, good. Maybe I got him. Yeah, Max and Dupree, MAX, Max. Fuck this
All right.
game.
My next three: designer, planner, builder.
Seth Rollins.
Yeah. All synonyms of architect.
Oh, I was thinking like redesign,
Design.
rebuild.
Yeah.
That's how I got there.
Yeah, you know what? I didn't even think about that. That's probably why I was like, oh, those words will be perfect.
My next three words: cake, cutler, Oreo.
Cutter or Cutler?
Color.
Oh, color.
Color.
Yeah, color.
I heard
So
cutler
cake,
as well.
cake, color, Oreo.
Cake, color, and Oreo.
I'm pretty proud of this one too, by the way. So,
Oh, in that case.
fucking gold.
No, that was I was about to say Kevin Owens because he got hit in the face with a cake, but that was a pie.
That was a pie.
Yeah. Cake, color, Oreo.
Jim Cornette.
That's a no? Okay.
Yeah, that's a no. Sorry.
Cake, color, Oreo. Cake, color, Oreo.
Now, when you say it like that, that always helps.
Cake, color, Oreo, brother.
Hulk Hogan.
No.
Nah, you said brother. I figured I'd go for it.
That was.
Oh! Stephanie McMahon.
No.
Shane McMahon.
No. Oh God. I see it in my fucking head.
Do you though?
I think I do.
I see the words.
Well, yeah, but fuck. Fuck it. Hint.
Hint being. Oh hell. Hint being all elite.
Oh my God. Praise him. Praise him in all his mercy.
Well, it kind of narrows it down.
Cake, color, or Jay Cargill?
Nope. In the ballpark.
I'm in the ballpark with Jay Cargill. Oh, Red Velvet.
There you go, yeah.
Ah.
Red velvet cake, red is color, red velvet Oreo. She's all elite. Yeah, there you go.
Nice.
All right, and your last one for me. Let's see here. Okay. hardcore, angle, cross.
Raven.
No.
Kurt Angle.
No.
Sandman.
Fuck!
Oh boy.
Hardcore because he's hardcore. Angle because angles he's done. Cross spelled with a K. Cross was an Impact. H-A-K spells hack. Hack's his nickname. Fuck!
Yeah.
I cannot believe you got there that quick.
All right.
I was just going off the cross fucking thing in ECW.
Hey, we all get there in different ways.
That's right. All right, my last three. Puzzle. Conundrum. Mystery.
Oh, you son of a
Doing here.
bitch.
Mystery, you said?
Yeah, mystery with an M.
All right, these are all
Matt
simple.
Riddle.
Ah, you got it. Fuck.
Who was it?
Matt Riddle.
Oh, damn. Yeah.
Shit.
I was like, I know they're synonyms, but for what?
Yeah. For a second there, I was thinking this might actually go on for a little while. Fuck.
See, only sometimes I'm a little bit dumb, see?
Only sometimes?
Yes, only
Mostly
sometimes.
all the time.
It depends on how high I am, which I haven't smoked any weed now for a couple hours, so we're good. So last three words. Oh, shit. Which ones do I want to go with?
It's more than three.
Okay,
Yeah.
so last three words: greatest, angle, fish.
Shelton Benjamin.
Nope.
Charlie Haas.
Fucking Charlie Haas, yeah. World's greatest tag team. Team Angle. And he told Miss Jackie she was like making love to a fucking dead fish.
There we go. All right, so those were our games we like to play here. It came from eBay and the 3-word dance. Might play another one later. Depends on if some of y'all are still hanging around. We'll open it up to questions. If not, we'll play identity. But now we like to move on to a segment. Nick usually has some things that he wants to get off his chest, or in this case, out of his ass. So, Nick, what's up your ass?
Two things this week. First, because I'll spend more time on the second thing. First, Cody Rhodes is still being pitched as Roman Reigns' opponent for WrestleMania 40. And, I mean, don't get me wrong. I do like Cody Rhodes, but I do not think anymore that he should be the one to defeat Roman Reigns, nor do I think it should be stretched as far as WrestleMania 40. I think it should be a Bloodline member, namely Solo Sikoa or Jey Uso, that beats Roman. But what's further up my ass, and I think this is because on my smart TV or the smart TV within my home, we get on I think it's the Roku channel because it's one of those Roku TVs. They have the Impact channel, which is just all Impact Wrestling all the time. You get the Asylum years, you get just fucking, it's random. It depends on what time you're watching. And I've been watching some like old stuff, some newer stuff, just random stuff here and there. I don't like how after fucking 21 years of Impact Wrestling being a thing, that it's still getting slighted as the fucking like minor leagues of professional wrestling. You know something? I mean, I've ragged on Impact before. I mean, everybody's ragged on Impact before. Come on, man. But then I really think about it, and a lot of the fucking stars that we have today, they went through Impact. They needed Impact in order to hone their skills and fucking like become the names that became commodities and shit like that. Like, I mean, I don't know. It drives me nuts that people are like, oh, Impact, how are they still around? I'm like, okay, but without Impact, we don't have guys like AJ Styles or fucking Samoa Joe or
that was when Impact was kind of good, though.
But I mean, you watch it now, though. Like, I saw some recent stuff lately. Like, I watched Jordan Grace versus Deonna Purrazzo from Slammiversary 2020, which was actually pretty good. And I'm like, people shit on this, But are they actually giving it a chance, or they're just like, oh, it's a fun thing to do, hate on Impact, and they haven't actually watched?
Well, I mean, to be fair, I mean, I've seen some Impact, but to me, it just hasn't been like that good to me ever since Dixie Carter gave it up.
But does it? But what I'm saying though, it doesn't warrant the hate that it still gets.
Fair
is what I'm saying, and that's what drives me nuts. Is people hate on it still, and I'm like, okay, but they're at least fucking trying. And really, in reality, they're still around 21 years later, even though they probably, by all rights, shouldn't have been.
It's quite impressive.
Yeah, I think I read something that lasted longer than ECW and WCW combined.
Exactly. Whether it be new owners, whatever it is, they have still found a way. And credit to Scott D'Amore for still trying to fucking put out a good product, even though, I mean, some of the talent might not be marquee names anywhere else, but that doesn't mean you can't make the marquee names like in your little company and make it like actually worth watching. I don't know. Watching more of it lately, it just makes me want to be like, you know what? I want to follow this shit again and not just read fucking results or whatever else. But yeah, that's what's up my ass. Cody Rhodes shouldn't be the one to defeat Roman Reigns, and fucking Impact still getting slighted.
I still think they should take Impact out back and shoot it, but I see your point.
Well, at least
that or they should have Giselle Shaw come out on TV and her new catchphrase be "No dick, no problem."
Or Rick Steiner versus Giselle Shaw. When Giselle Shaw wins.
Yes.
No.
Giselle Shaw wins.
No, Rick Steiner wins.
No,
oh my God, Shaw could wins. You imagine? Holy fuck, the heat.
Yeah, Giselle Shaw actually did a signing, and I was going to ask if she would sign No Dick, No Problem, but I was like, I really don't want to get banned if that goes the wrong way.
I really don't want to get banned and talk of the internet wrestling.
Well, like, I figure she would be a good sport about it, but like,
unless
the guy running,
like, oh, hey, will you sign a Rick Steiner picture for me?
The guy running the signing, I was more worried about than Giselle Shaw.
Yeah.
Because, like, Jordan Grace was actually a really good sport. I asked her, if y'all remember that photo she posted of her covered in, like, whipped cream and cake and shit?
Yep.
She was signing that photo. So I put it in an order. I was like, can you sign this Talk About Pound Cake? And I even wrote, I was like,
Gresham was pissed.
Gresham was there with her.
Oh, no way.
Yes. So I even put like, if she's not comfortable signing that, I'll just take a signature. And the guy running the signing, the same one that I was gonna ask for No Dick, No Problem, he was just like, we'll see if she'll sign that, Will. I'm not for sure. So she looks at it and she's just like, she looks at it and laughs. She goes, I've had to sign worse. Yeah, that's not a problem. And she signed it. So I have a fucking Jordan Grace autograph of her covered in cake that says "Talk About Pound Cake" to me. It's one of my favorite fucking things I have. Oh my God. It says two artists talk about pound cake. Jordan Grace.
The fact that Gresham was there too is what makes it for me.
Oh yeah, no, like, I think I put in the chat, I was like, Jonathan, you are a lucky man, sir. And he liked the comment and shit. He was reading the chat while people were fucking asking for autographs and shit, you know? Although I will say, she's not as hot as she used to be anymore.
Yeah.
Like, now that she's got really in the bodybuilding, now she's like way too much. When she had that little bit of thickness to her, that's when she was fire.
Yeah, and that's what I was about to say, that the match I was watching with her and Deonna Purrazzo from 2020 Slamversary, she looked a little thicker. I'm like, are you sure that's Jordan Grace?
Yeah, now she's
like
really
fucking Callis and Matthews on commentary. I'm like, that's not Jordan Grace. Like, what? Now she's like, oh. And I'm like, oh.
She's built and shit, you know. Which, I mean, she still looks fine, but
she's more built than Jade Cargill, and I'm like, ee.
Yeah. All right.
Like, I don't know. Like Jade, like the way Jade is like, you know what? You're not too built. You're still kind of like, yeah, all right. But Jordan Grace now, it's like, whoa, you're gonna break my dick.
Yeah. See, I get what you mean. Oh, I went back too far. I looked at my notes and I saw CM Punk and Kojima. What the fuck? That didn't happen.
Kojima!
Did I ever tell you that I found a woman on, I can't remember what dating app it was, but her name was legitimately Jordan Grace. And like one of the things on her profile said not the wrestler or something like that. It's just like, that's funny.
You can tell she's had that a couple times.
Yeah, she's definitely had it.
Try a match with it?
What's that?
Try a match with it?
I believe I did. It was a while back. I can't even remember how long ago.
All right, so that was what's Nick. That was what's up Nick's ass, and a little bit of side notes there. But now we're gonna move on to our Money in the Bank review. But before we get to that, we got to give a quick shout out to the great people over at MoviesAreUSA.biz. And if you're watching this on YouTube right now, there is a link in the description for you for that. But if you're not watching on YouTube and listening to this on Amazon, Apple, or Spotify podcast, you can head on over to MoviesAreUSA.biz. It is a great website where they have hard to find movies and TV shows that are available on streaming sites, but not available on physical media such as DVD, Blu-ray, and they'll put those on Blu-ray and DVD by special request for movies only for a great reasonable price. And if that price just isn't reasonable enough for you, you can use our checkout code, that being 3-way. The word or the number, doesn't matter which one you use, because they're both going to save you 50% on your purchase. And on top of all that, if 50% off wasn't enough for you, free first-class shipping. And that includes our international listeners, like the people up in Canada. Yeah, like our people up in Canada. They're our #1 listeners who listen. That includes our people in France, India, United Arab Emirates, Hungary, Germany. All of you guys, you're going to get free first-class international shipping for anything that you purchase off of MoviesAreUSA.biz. Over 3,500 titles to choose from. I mean, you can get Fast 10. You can get the new Super Mario Brothers movie. You can get you can get anything you can shake a stick at, man. You know. So head on over to MoviesAreUSA.biz today. Let them know that the 3-Way Dance Wrestling Podcast sent you. All right. So let's get into Money in the Bank coming from the O2 in London. And hey, they got my note from the last pay-per-view. They changed up the announce team.
Well, I think that's probably because Corey Graves couldn't make it or something. Because, I mean, it's just the SmackDown announce team.
Shut up. They did it for me.
And I think I would have preferred.
Though. It's Michael.
Oh, true. I didn't think of that. It's
Michael Cole and Wade Barrett announcing the show.
Barrett's British, that's why.
Oh, shut up. They changed it. They changed it.
They didn't change it because they were listening to us, pal. I'm sorry. All right, I know I'm part of this too, but fuck. Let's be honest with ourselves here.
All right, and we are kicking off the show, which I have some things to say about this, but we're kicking off the show with Men's Money in the Bank, featuring Logan Paul, Santos Escobar, some other people, LA Knight, and
Butch,
Damian
Ricochet,
Priest.
Shinsuke Nakamura, Damian Priest.
There you go. Thank you. First thing I noted here, they got rid of the one and only in Ricochet's music.
Yep.
Yeah. Did a great DDT sell from Butch. Like he took a DDT and sold it almost like a Matt Striker sell there. I kept laughing at like the gang beatings that
Logan Paul was receiving.
Yeah.
He was getting. He was the only one that like legitimately got booed on his way out too.
Much.
Yeah.
There was a moment on the outside.
Yeah.
There was a moment on the outside where he's like teaming up with Damian Priest, and he was like, "No, come on, me and you can team up." And you clearly hear Logan Paul say, "Come on, here, we'll do a table spot." And he says, "Yeah."
Yeah.
And then he says, like, "That's what I'm talking about, homie." And then he gets punched in the face. I thought that was funny. Great tope suicida by Santos. Like, he didn't go straight. He went at an angle, which I thought was pretty impressive. Ricochet with the dive through the ladder, I thought was incredible. Oh, yeah. Wait a minute. What? Oh, yeah. Logan Paul did the frog splash onto the Damian Priest on the ladder. And, like, when Logan Paul sailed through the air, and it was like a slow motion movie, and I'm just sitting here like, please don't break. Please don't break. And it didn't break. And I was like, thank God. Sick German by Shinsuke Nakamura off the ladder on Ricochet, and Ricochet's sell was incredible. The Blockbuster by Logan Paul on LA Knight. Moonsault by Butch, incredible. Oh, let me ask you guys this before I mention this. What group is Santos Escobar in?
LWO.
Thank you. So he lines up in the corner, and he does the LWO, and then he runs and hits somebody. And Michael Cole says on commentary, "Oh, Santos Escobar paying homage to the LWO." I'm like, "Bitch, he's in the LWO."
I missed that.
Yeah, me too.
Good Hurricane Rana by Santos off the ladder. Hey, only 4 of the 7 are on the ladder. Shelby can't bitch. I literally wrote that. That final spot for Ricochet and Logan Paul would have been pretty fucking boss had they nailed it.
Yeah.
Hell of a bump by Butch. Just taking a fucking back bump off a ladder into another ladder. Fucking good. I gave this 4.25 star. Damian Priest winning. Now, I will say, WWE had some big fucking balls to go with Damian Priest, and here's why. Because it was obvious, fucking goddamn obvious that they wanted LA Knight to win.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. With going with Damian Priest, they ran the risk of doing a fucking Rey Mysterio at number 30 moment.
Yeah.
That could no, because they could have hijacked the whole rest of the show. They could have LA Knighted the whole fucking rest of the show. They had fucking cojones to go for it.
Yep.
Because if I were in that position, I'd be like, fuck it, give it to Knight.
Yeah.
Like if I was the final shot,
Knight,
if I was the final shot caller on that, I'd been like, give it to Knight. We'll figure out Priest later. You know? But WWE said, no, you know what? Fuck what they say. We're going to give it to Damian Priest. We're going to stick to our guns here.
I don't think it would have hurt Damian Priest to lose either, though.
No. That's what I'm saying, though.
That's
what I'm saying. They had the balls. Like, everybody's chanting Daniel Bryan at number 30 that year, and Rey Mysterio comes out. Oh, my God.
First time Rey Mysterio was ever booed.
They might as well have had pitchforks and fucking torches in that crowd that night. So they ran the risk of that happening. They took
LA Knight, like, before Money in the Bank was like,
Yeah, so they took a huge risk with that. So I'll give them fucking credit for having the cojones to go for it.
Especially because Priest was the one to take Knight off the ladder.
Yep.
To then win. And I gave this 4, and like, I mean, the action throughout was great. Like, there wasn't a spot that was like, didn't keep you entertained. The LA Knight, like, everything he did, he could have fucking taken a shit in the ring, and they would have cheered for that. Like,
probably. But
then to see, like,
then they could have called them shit.
I understand why they went with Priest.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised they went with Priest.
I get why, because I guess with LA Knight being that over, they're just like, all right, well, they went the other way with it.
Exactly.
Whereas me, I would have went with LA Knight, and we'll figure out Priest later. They're like, well, fuck, if LA Knight's that over, we'll go with Priest and figure out Knight later.
Yeah, but I mean, overall, though, like, I gave it 4 stars. Overall, it exceeded my expectation, actually, because I didn't know what to expect from these 7 guys in the same match. And so I will say it exceeded my expectation. I was thoroughly entertained and pleasantly surprised by Priest winning, because he was like, I wanted Knight to win, but I'm like, but you know, Priest would be a good winner too. So I was pleasantly surprised with Priest winning.
What do you think, Shelby?
There we go.
It's spots and ladders. It's like, wait for your spot around the ring, just kind of peek up, right? Just look over and see what's going on, and then when your spot comes, jump in the ring and do your spot. It gets a little fucking clunky with all these guys and all these fucking ladders kicking around too, which gets a little hard to fucking pay attention to. For what it's worth, I agree. I would have preferred to see LA Knight win, but I do like the idea of Damian Priest winning, and I think that was probably a good choice as well. I wasn't upset. 1 out of 5.
Really?
Yeah.
You're fucking kidding. Look what the fuck,
Come on,
dude.
it didn't have any of the bullshit.
Not
that you hate.
every match can be Angle versus Benoit submission. Like, fuck.
It should be. It should be.
Wait, is that the
Oh, you
one where like? They had,
No,
like,
it's not the fucking one.
Like I said earlier.
But it didn't have any of the bullshit you hate.
It did though. It had the spots, the ladders, and the guys hiding around the fucking ring.
Match.
No ladders broke. Not all 7 men were climbing for the briefcase at the same time. Only 4 did. I counted. I made sure of it.
That's the standard ladder tag, brother. All 4 climbing for the gold at the same time, dude.
I did like the story of Logan Paul in the match though, and they made it like very apparent when he got into the ring that he just like was like, hey, I'm all of a sudden in this match now, and they're like, everybody else had to qualify for it, and you saw them all like closing in on him. That was fucking brilliantly done.
You're not gonna budge off that one,
dude.
No.
Man,
I almost gave it a 0.
You fucking suck.
The only reason I think I didn't give it a 0 is because at one point I skipped 10 minutes.
Man, your sister, like Clarice, doesn't even watch wrestling, brother. And she thinks you suck, dude.
Okay, there, HH.
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe she doesn't think you suck. I don't fucking know.
I don't think she does.
Show.
I don't know.
Anyway, next up, the WWE Women's Tag Team titles are on the line as Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler defend against Raquel and Liv Morgan. And Wade Barrett perving on Liv Morgan was funny. He's like,
That's
oh,
gross.
look at her wearing the Union Jack, looking good. And I was just like, but that comes back later, and I'll tell you why.
That was like when he said that, I was like, but Alice is the lucky man. And possibly MJF.
Good Rana by Liv. Great powerbomb double team by Liv and Raquel, like where she threw her over the top rope to the floor. I
fucking love that move.
Yeah. Liv was going for the tag, and like she went to go do the jumping tag to Raquel, and like Ronda grabbed her ankle and got the ankle lock. I thought that was great. You know, gotta be honest, didn't see the turn coming.
No.
I'm sitting here watching, and all of a sudden, bam, clocks her from me out. I'm like, the fuck?
Yeah.
Did a fan jump in? What the fuck? Like, great sell on the Oblivion by Ronda. Like, oh god, the way she took that move, fantastic. Overall, I mean, like, minus the turn, and that sell, this could have been a Raw match, but with the turn and that sell by Ronda on the Oblivion move, I'm going to give it 3.5 stars.
I gave this 3. I didn't expect to enjoy this at all. I'm admittedly not the biggest fan of Raquel Rodriguez. I'm not sure why. I can't explain it. It's the same as I'm not a fan of Ronda Rousey. I don't really give a fuck for Ronda Rousey. Shayna Baszler and Liv Morgan, though, I can get behind. I could get behind you. Well, I won't get into that. But anyway, the couple notes. Wade Barrett saying Liv Morgan is dressed like a Spice Girl cracked me up.
That's what you said, yeah.
Like you said, the fucking Liv and Raquel double team where Raquel throws Liv to the outside. That was fucking dope. I fucking love that. I didn't like how Liv sounds like a wounded puppy when she's fucking getting beat down. Really screaming. I was like, oh no, please stop. Surprised at the turn, but I think Ronda versus Shayna will be pretty good. But yeah, 3 stars. The finish was good. The Tijuana bomb into the Oblivion. I was like, this is pretty good. So yeah, 3 stars for that one.
No, you don't get a cue for this one.
I was waiting for it. I think I know what you don't like about Raquel. She looks incredible, but she's always fucking smiling for no fucking reason.
She's a face!
Oh my god, not every babyface needs to fucking smile all the goddamn time. And especially one that looks like that. I thought the match was okay. I guess we'll see where things go with Shayna and Ronda. Obviously, it's going to be SummerSlam. Not a big fan of Ronda turning face because Ronda's not
Shayna's going to be faced by proxy from the crowd, even if it's supposed to be Ronda. Shayna's going to be the face.
Plus the promo she gave on fucking Raw.
Yeah. Fantastic.
Okay, just from like that, like what happened at the end of that match, I thought Shayna was the heel.
No,
because she attacked
she's
Ronda.
supposed to be the heel, though.
Yeah.
That's what they're going with, is Shayna is supposed to be the heel, but even with that promo from Raw, she's getting the face reaction, not Ronda.
Because nobody really likes Ronda. Yes, she's good.
Nobody did to begin with.
Well, I think they did at one point. I think when she shit on the fucking business back in between the time that she left the first time and the time that she came back and won the Royal Rumble. I
just, when it comes down to it, I'm going to be happy to see Ronda Rousey get her face fucking kicked in again by fucking Holly Holm or whatever one's not retired from UFC when she goes back there.
Is she going to go back? Because, like, from what I heard, she wasn't really a good fighter anyway. I mean, she was okay for, like, the beginning.
I think 2 fights.
Yeah, but UFC women division is gone, like,
right now because Amanda Nunes just retired. Holly Holm is still there, but Nunes just retired. One of the two that beat Ronda Rousey was Amanda Nunes. Holly Holm was the other. Right. I could totally see Ronda going back now for Holly Holm, but I'm like, I just want to see her get her fucking head kicked in again. At this point,
I want to see Shayna do it.
I want to see
happen at fucking SummerSlam.
Admittedly, I do want to see that too. Yeah. I want Shayna versus Ronda either in a fight pit or SummerSlam Underground, baby. Fuck yeah. No ropes. Fucking holds
Shayna versus Ronda at SummerSlam in the fight pit, that could sell.
You know what? Just do it in the normal ring and just have a fight. I think that would
fight
just
pit or underground, man.
Nah, you don't need underground.
Or the underground fight pit. Oh fuck yeah.
But
wouldn't that be the definition of a hat on top of a hat?
Yes.
I gave it a 3 out of 5.
Either underground or fight pit. Give me those. Hell yeah.
That's
right. Hell yeah.
Coming up next, we have Gunther defending the Intercontinental Championship against Matt Riddle. And did Matt Riddle get hair tips from Bryan Danielson?
What the fuck did he do to his hair?
Yeah.
Great reversal to the Broton. Like, he went for the Broton and Gunther caught him in that fucking sleeper. I thought that was pretty good. Hell of a clothesline by Gunther. LOL. Chops to the foot. Other than that, like, I mean, I guess I'm putting it on a high pedestal, but when you see Gunther and Sheamus at Clash at the Castle, like, holy shit, this is a knockdown, drag-out fight. So when you see Matt Riddle and Gunther, you have an expectation.
Yeah.
And that expectation was not met. Yeah, so 2.5 for me.
2.5 for me as well. This felt like the Gunther showcase. At no point did I feel like Riddle could win. I fucking the intro from the Big Kaiser is fucking always incredible. For some reason, this was just
I know. Can you
chef's kiss on this one?
He does realize that there's consonants and shit in fucking ring general, right? He is the Dude, you're like missing some letters and shit.
Oh, I fucking love it every fucking time. Yeah, 2.5. Like, I mean, the post-match stuff with fucking McIntyre, whatever, fuck it. Gunther's already beat McIntyre.
Oh, yeah, your favorite wrestler, Drew McIntyre, returned after the match.
I hope Gunther squashes that bitch. Takes a sword, sticks it up his ass, turns him into a pops.
I'm kind of sick of the ring general thing. I think he's putting a little too much shit into it. But yeah, I mean the match was all right. It was a Gunther showcase match, which is kind of what I was hoping for, to be honest. Yeah, I gave it a 3 out of 5. I'm looking forward to Gunther versus Drew. I think it has the potential to be as good as Gunther and Sheamus.
Don't get me wrong, it'll be good, but I just want to see him whoop his fucking ass.
Well, I don't think, unless they're planning on putting like the world belt on Gunther soon, and I don't think they are. I'm pretty sure Gunther's going to beat Drew McIntyre. I don't think McIntyre's going to win the IC title.
Gunther needs to beat the Honky Tonk Man. See, I'll even go this far and say this. As much as I want to see like either Solo or Jay beat Roman, I would be perfectly okay with Gunther as the Intercontinental Champion, winning the Royal Rumble from number 1, and then beating Reigns at fucking WrestleMania 40 for the next fucking Raw, for him to just be like, oh, the Intercontinental Championship, I don't want this one anymore. I have the main one.
Yeah.
Somebody else can have this one. I'd be perfectly
I don't think he should. I don't think he should beat Honky Tonk Man, Jeffrey.
You suck.
Or he becomes the belt collector in WWE. Then he goes after the world belt. Yeah.
And Gunther and Vinci and Kaiser get all the tag belts.
Yeah.
Gunther just goes after all the titles.
Vinci and Kaiser get all the tag belts, all one of them?
Okay,
wow.
so
there's 4 belts total.
Well, I mean, technically there's 4 belts.
They put wigs on and go get the NXT like women's belt. Get the women's tag
wigs
belts.
on? What the fuck?
Belts. They just fucking take them all.
I mean, they don't need the women's titles. I'm pretty sure if they just grabbed all the men's, it'd be okay.
Or, hear me out. You put Blair Davenport and fucking is there Nikki Cross and Piper Niven. They join Imperium, okay, and they fucking take all the women's belts.
No.
No. Hold on, no, brother. Hold on.
I don't need any more. I'm good.
Hold on, dude. So Vinci and Kaiser take all the tag belts, brother, and then Piper Niven and Nikki Cross they take the women's tag titles, dude, and they each take a women's title belt, brother. And Imperium has all the belts, dude.
No.
So wait, in this scenario, does Hogan also join Imperium?
I don't know. I just gotta fucking decide.
I think you could, if you made Imperium a little bit more serious, I think that they could be the next Bloodline.
A little bit more serious? How much more serious do they need to be?
Well, the fucking get rid of that shit.
Make them the next Evolution.
Well, I was just using Bloodline for more recent kind of shit.
Throw in Ilya Dragunov.
But yeah, more like an Evolution where they're always in suits and shit, and they're just like the kings of wrestling kind of.
I love Ring General though, so fuck you.
It's just it's too much.
I probably like it more if he put in more consonants and vowels in there.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
But speaking of bullshit, next match, Cody Rhodes taking on Dominic Mysterio, which at one point was rumored to be the headlining match, which I'm glad they came to their fucking senses on that one. But I didn't write down a single fucking note for this match. The only note I wrote down was for the segment fucking after this match. So I don't know. Didn't really care. Raw match.
Nothing.
Raw match.
I gave 3 stars to this because it was like a Cody Rhodes showcase that was better than what it deserved to be, and probably due to Rhea Ripley's interference. Dominic should have gone to NXT. Because they say that he said that he was supposed to go in 2020. He probably should have. I'm not saying that he's bad. It's just he could be more polished. And one thing, like I said in the chat earlier this week about how I figured out when the crowd was going, Cody Rhodes, that was to the tune of Daddy Cool by Boney M. Like Daddy Cool, Daddy Cool, or Cody Rhodes. But yeah, 3 stars for that one. I mean, it could have been better. It didn't really have a place here. It could have been done on Raw. Exactly.
Yeah, it could have been the same match on Raw, and it would have worked just as fine. So 2.5 stars.
The Raw main event, yeah.
Oh,
wait a minute. You laughed when I said that. This is your 5-star fucking match, isn't it?
No, not quite. I did like this match though. I thought it was exactly what it should have been. Dom playing cat and mouse, trying to get away from Cody the whole time until Cody catches him. It's a little refreshing after seeing Cody and Brock, where Cody was kind of playing the underneath guy and Brock was just the fucking beast. Cody's the fucking the veteran here, so it's different. It feels different than that, and I don't think Dom really fucking lost anything for losing this match. I do think that the commentator should stop calling him Dom. I know Rhea Ripley does, but it just makes him look even more like a fucking child.
But what about Dirty Dominic Mysterio?
The commentators should just call him Dominic Mysterio. If anybody else wants to call him something, they can call him something. But the commentators should just be calling him by his fucking name. But I gave it a 4 out of 5.
What? Oh, fuck.
Or here's an idea. They could... Wait a minute. I know you said they should call him Dominic Mysterio, but how about they call him Cameron Grimes?
I'll throw this out there. Legacy 2.0. Cody Rhodes. Braun Breaker. Rename Braun Steiner. Dominic Mysterio.
No.
You said Dominic Mysterio twice.
No, I said Braun Steiner. Cody Rhodes. Dominic Mysterio.
Rhodes. Oh.
But anyway, so after this match, they threw out to Bud Light being a sponsor. Kid Rock must be pissed.
They threw it out after the Money in the Bank men's and the women's match.
Okay, either way, Kid Rock must be pissed.
Why?
Being that he's a member of the celebrity wing of the WWE Hall of Fame, and he's part of the boycott against Bud Light.
Oh, is he? Ah.
Mm-hmm. He fucking took a machine gun to that shit, dude.
But after
his beard.
After the match, John Cena comes out. He comes out with...
Wait though. Before that, Michael Cole hyped up WWE 2K23 as the highest rated wrestling game available. I was like, good dig, Cole. Good dig.
You gotta appreciate those digs every now and then. Yeah. They shoot at each other. Nothing that's like right in your face, but just little ones. They're funny.
Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
But Cena comes out and he's wearing like the G.I. Joe inspired "You Can't See Me" shit. Why isn't Sergeant Slaughter freaking out about this?
Because it's not Lacey Evans and she's not stealing his gimmick, brother.
But Cena's wearing G.I. Joe shit and Slaughter was on G.I. Joe.
Okay, but that's not what Slaughter's issue is. Slaughter's issue is that Lacey Evans has basically become Sergeant Evans, and Sergeant Slaughter doesn't like that.
Yeah,
she was actually in the fucking military. Yeah, Sergeant Slaughter can fucking lick a taint, man. Fuck him.
I think she just looked at him sideways one day and he didn't like it.
I don't give a shit if he's a legend. Fuck him.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, we have the women's Money in the Bank match with Io Sky, Bayley, Zelina Vega, Zoe Stark, Trish Stratus, and Becky Lynch. When
did Bayley join the Judgment Day?
Yeah, that's the first thing I wrote down. Bayley's in the Judgment Day now? Okay, cool. I was like, Bayley's in Judgment Day now? Question mark? Cool, I guess.
Representing that Judgment Day. Bayley!
And then Michael Cole
I'm like,
Michael Cole said for somebody, they were like, this is their first time in the Money in the Contract. I'm like, huh?
Oh yeah, Money in the Contract. Okay, cool.
I'm like, beg party?
Beg party.
They laid the ladder like on the ring apron, slanted down, where like Zelina Vega's laying under it and shit, and they left it there for a good amount of time. You're telling me Zelina Vega couldn't lift that?
Yeah, right.
You know? Did a good Rana by Vega off the ladder. And looking at Becky's outfit, I know how Wade Barrett felt about Liv Morgan now. Couldn't stop staring at her ass. Nice moonsault.
Becky had that X-Men outfit.
Yeah.
Type deal. Yeah.
Nice moonsault by Io. That's it. Zoe's dead. The code red off the ladder. That's what I was like. Why did I write that?
No, speaking of Zoe, though, like, just sorry to interrupt. Speaking of Zoe Stark, like, I mean, hot damn, I would many times.
Why?
Just saying. I don't know what it is, man. I'm just like, you know what? Hell yeah.
Which part?
All of it.
Hey.
Like, I would love to take her out for dinner and like be like, "What's up?" Like, hell yeah.
Like I said, ass looks like she's 18, stomach looks like she's 30, face looks like she's 50. I don't get it.
I don't think the face looks like she's 50. I'd say a nice like 35 who's been through some rough times, man. Hell yeah.
Some hard times.
Okay.
Hard times, baby. Hard times, baby.
But the code red off the top of the ladder, that was how Zoe Stark got up from that, I'll never know. The finish, pretty unique. They brought in the handcuffs and handcuffed fucking Bailey and Becky together. Yeah, that was pretty good. They actually, I actually got to pick right on this one. I was just like, I think they're gonna go with Io Sky, and they did. So for that, I gave it 4.5 stars.
I loved the finish. I loved the fact that Io, I loved how Io, it was Bailey as part of that handcuff spot. I fucking loved that. I was like, hell yeah, that was perfect. Notable points. I loved the mention of Amazing Red by Wade Barrett, the code red to Zoe Stark by Selena Vega from the top of the ladder. That was fucking wonderful. Where else? There was another spot that I fucking liked here. EO's Spider-Man leap. That was fucking dope. 4 stars. I was surprised by this because, again, I wasn't by the lineup. I was like, I don't know about this. But then, once the match fucking took place, it was like, you know what? This is pretty fucking good. I'll fucking give it to him. Yeah, 4 stars to this one. I love the winner. I hope that it's not an unsuccessful cash in, even though I think it might be. But yeah, overall, 4 stars to this one.
What do you think, Shelby?
See men's Money in the Bank ladder match.
God damn it, you suck.
You suck. Fuck you.
No ladder.
These are what these matches are supposed to be, you bitch.
And I don't like them.
But again, no ladders, bro. Nobody did the fucking. They didn't do everybody reaching for the ladder shit. Everybody reaching for the contract shit that you don't like.
Why are there handcuffs under the ring?
Who cares?
Don't start putting logic into it.
Why are there chairs under the ring? Why are there ladders under? Why are there tables under the ring?
Exactly. Very good question. All very valid questions. I don't understand why these things are under the ring. Maybe a couple chairs I could see if somebody needs to sit ringside. That makes sense. And these are ladder matches, so I guess ladders make sense. It still doesn't mean I have to like it, and I don't.
You suck.
What's your rating?
I told you 1 out of 5.
Oh, I didn't hear the 1.
Okay.
Hey, you still suck. Next up, it is Seth Rollins defending the World Heavyweight Championship against Finn Balor. And the look that they showed on Finn Balor's face when everybody was singing Rollins' theme song. There was that moment where Rollins was just soaking it in and the music wasn't on, but everybody was singing. That was my feeling.
Yep.
They just showed this deadpan look of Finn Balor, just he just looked like I could be so many other places right now.
Yeah, he just shakes his head and he's like,
He didn't even shake his head. He just had this deadpan look of just I could be out fixing my dishwasher. I could just
go to the grocery store.
Yeah, I could be.
I would say Samantha Irvin is fantastic.
I could be listening to the 3-Way Dance Wrestling podcast.
Exactly.
Hey, you got to give us more credit where it's due.
Well, he could have been.
Hold on a minute here, though. We've still kept at this for 104 episodes. That is 2 years worth of weekly episodes that we haven't been getting paid for.
Considering that we once talked about ending this at episode 10.
That's what I'm saying. We can't rag
episode 30.
We can't rag on this shit.
I wasn't ragging on it. I was just saying he could be listening to it.
Yeah.
You could be listening to it, but you listen every week, so fuck you.
Wait, Finn Balor listens every week?
No, you listen every week.
I was talking about Finn Balor, not me.
I didn't fucking. Smith is fantastic, and Ricochet is a lucky man.
Okay.
All right.
There we go.
Good catch on Finn's back kick. He went for that Pele kick, and Seth caught the leg. I thought that was really good. I did like the shotgun drop kick into the barricade by Finn Balor. See, that's a barricade spot that you earn right there. Overall, though, this is kind of like one of those, like, I know I said I really pounded into the ground last week that it's not about the destination, it's the journey. This is one, like, I have to agree with Shelby on this one, where, like, I knew the destination, but the journey fucking sucked too.
Yeah.
Was it, like, I knew the outcome. They're not going to take it off of Seth this early. You know? But I was just like, okay, Seth and Finn, right on, this will be okay. And it just, I just wasn't all there for it. There was a couple good spots here and there, like the ones I mentioned and everything. So, but for that, 2 3/4 stars.
I give this 3, mostly because of the way the crowd treated it once Damian Priest showed up. It was a foregone conclusion that Rollins going to win, but once Priest showed up, the crowd went nuts. We're like, cash it in. I was like, oh, fuck, here we go. And it didn't happen. I'm like, okay, but still, like, I mean, obviously Rollins is going to win. Yeah. But still, 3 stars simply because, like, I mean, that crowd and the crowd itself, like, we haven't given enough justice to the crowd. That crowd was fucking fantastic. Like, if you weren't sold on any of these matches, that crowd sold you, like, holy fuck. Like, they went nuts for everything. So, yeah, 3 stars for Finn versus Seth.
Yeah, felt kind of quick, but it wasn't too bad. Didn't overstay its welcome. Probably not the best Finn Balor Seth Rollins match that's ever happened. But it wasn't bad, and I thought the Damian Priest potentially cashing in while Finn Balor was in the match was kind of cool, and I hope it leads to Finn Balor being kicked out of the Judgment Day, because I don't know that he fits that well anymore. Especially
he never
if you have
to begin with.
Yeah, especially if you have Damian Priest as the world champion, which they should 100% do if they have 2 belts. But yeah, I gave it a 3 out of 5.
But if they kick Finn Balor out, who do they replace him, or do they break up the group?
They don't replace him. They don't break up the group. They just keep it as a 3-person group.
And seeing that's where I agree with that, because a lot of people are like, oh, JD McDonough. No, JD McDonough with Finn Balor to go against Dominic Mysterio and Damian
Might
Priest.
be a nice little feud. Yeah, you could do that.
Or what about you kick out Finn Balor?
Do not say Cameron Grimes.
No, not Cameron. No. Cameron, I'll be honest with you. I love Cameron Grimes. Don't get me wrong, but he might as well be released at this point.
No, he's a good singer.
They aren't doing anything. They took. Vince has been cutting his matches. That should say enough to you right there.
And the Judgment Day could be a perfect opportunity for
him. Honestly, let's just do Undisputed Grimes at this point. Day.
You can't do Undisputed Grimes anymore. None of the Undisputed are there.
They own the name.
I still say hit Grimes.
No, I say LA Row.
That sounds no. No.
If you don't know, then now you know. Yeah.
There's your Undisputed. LA Knight should become Undisputed.
Look,
he can come
they've
out
already with fucking dissolved Maximum Male Models. They put Maxine Dupree with fucking Alpha Academy.
Leo just says, please no.
They need to just give it all a break.
I wonder what he's saying please no to.
To the LA Knight hit row.
Oh, yeah.
Because he shows up a lot when I do WCW, and he fucking can't. He likes LA Knight, but he hates my impression of it.
Oh.
So what would you call it? LA Row? Or
LA Row. If you don't know, now you know. Yeah.
Undisputed Knight.
Hit Night sounds better.
Hit Night.
Or LA Row. Fuck.
LA Row.
That just sounds
LA Row could go too.
Fire fucking Top Dollar.
Put in LA
Knight as Ashante's manager.
Grimes.
No, shut up. Have
yes, agreed.
Shut up. Be Ashante's manager and be done. Because I do think Ashante the Adonis has potential, but Top Dollar can suck a dick.
It's like the way you said it. No, shut up.
And B-Fab, I would do fucking what? I love me some Fab.
Is there
man. She's
anybody on
fu-
the roster you wouldn't
Yeah.
fuck?
Yes, actually.
Is
Well, let's see here. Charlotte Flair, fucking Becky
What?
Lynch.
all right. We're
I'm
done
so
here.
Scarlett,
Valhalla.
Valhalla.
Valhalla got some sweet ass titties though.
Actually, no. You know what? Valhalla, yes, I would. But Liv Morgan, no. Raquel Rodriguez, no.
Oh, Raquel. Oh God, I'd put my
Shayna Baszler, definitely.
to each their own, man. Why not Raquel?
I just don't.
I will admit, when
I
she
don't-
first debuted, I'm just like,
I
Man,
don't
he's,
like the back flex. I don't like the here's my fucking the back flex. I don't like that. That fucking grosses me out, man.
I'll put a paper bag over her back.
Io Sky. Oh
Wait,
man,
what?
I would marry Io Sky and treat her like a queen. I love Io Sky, man. Fucking hell yeah. Dakota Kai, chef's kiss. I fucking hell yeah. Sorry.
I will admit, when Raquel first debuted, I was just like,
But
I'm gonna pass.
I
But like
will
the
say,
more and
though-
more she's been on, I'm just like, man, she's gotten yummier and yummier. Dude.
ultimate for me is Samantha Urban.
The ultimate for you is who?
Samantha Urban, like the Raw
Really?
announcer, like the ring announcer for Raw. That chick, the one.
Yeah, no, I know.
Hell yeah.
My
Maybe it's on a chance.
Xia Li and fucking Lacey Evans, those two. And of course, they're the two getting like the least TV time.
Lacey Evans would punish you, dude.
Oh god, and I would love it.
She'd punish you, brother. She'd be like, "Oh, I'll take the whip, dude.
Oh yeah,
The cold
Whitney.
clutch, brother."
Like Whitney, mama.
I don't know why I'm doing a Hogan impression for that.
I know you've been doing Hogan all night. And Shelby, we all know Mae Young. Yeah, we know. Got it.
Yeah.
Next,
Ooh,
although I think you said
yeah.
before. Although I think you said before your actual one was Alexa Bliss, if I'm not mistaken.
Something like that.
Yeah.
See,
All
Mae
right.
Young gave birth to the hand, yeah, and she got put through that table by Bubba Dudley, yeah. How could that not turn you on, dude? How could you not take that to the top? Yeah, sorry.
To the top of Mount Madness. Yeah.
I like how he says sorry and then continues.
All right. And in our main event, it is the Bloodline Civil War. The Usos taking on Solo Sikoa and Roman Reigns. And I can't remember if this was a sign or a chant. I want to say it was a chant now I'm thinking about it, but there was a tribal bitch chant.
Yeah, I think so. There was so many chants during this match. And at one point, my favorite one was they were like, I don't remember what they were saying, but fucking Roman's sitting on the ring apron looking at them, and he says to Paul Heyman, "This is the dumbest place of all time."
Oh, that's where they were singing, "If you hate Roman, stand up," and they would all stand up.
He's just like, why are they all here?
I wrote down, "If you hate Roman, stand up," and we thought Canada was wild.
Yeah, right. Oh, fuck, we got nothing on Britain. Jesus Christ.
Nice forearm on Jimmy by Solo. What was this? Good missed tag spot. I forgot which one though. I like the double spear on Roman. That was cool by the Usos. Great catch into the guillotine by Roman. Nice false finish. And then the nice actual finish. This was I'll admit I had low expectations going into this, and this actually exceeded my expectations.
You had low expectations, really.
I did, because I was just like, fucking whatever. Usos versus Roman and Solo, fucking whatever, you know, like. But it exceeded them, so 4 stars.
5 stars for me. Everything about this was wonderful. The fucking video package at the beginning, the narrator of the video package, the fucking Heyman and the way he fucking showed his look of concern throughout the match, and just the overall, like, holy fuck, this might not go well. And
he's more over as a manager now than he ever was before.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah.
And he doesn't have to take a single
this
bump.
match, though. All the fucking... Anytime Solo was in, he was reluctant to hit his brothers, and reluctant not to fucking go against Roman. Like, everything about this was fucking awesome. The spike spear combo, all of this, 5 stars. This is fucking fantastic.
You know,
What do you? Oh,
I had this at a 4 just because I thought it went on a little long. But just because of that fucking chant and like the energy in this match, I'm gonna fucking bump it to a 5 as well. This was almost exactly, other than it being so long, what it needed to be. It was fucking incredible. The crowd was hot for it. I still think that Cody should be the one. However, if you were to give it to, is it Jay? Was Jay the one that got the yeah, okay. If you were to give it to Jay at this point, I think I'd be all for that as well. Not near as long as a reign as Roman had. I don't even think I'd give him more than 6 months. But just to say that he beat Roman for the belt, I think
Solo would be perfect to beat Jay.
Solo's not ready yet. Not ready yet.
But to beat Jay?
Oh, to beat Jay, maybe. Yeah. I honestly
Jay
think
beat Roman, and you give it 6, 7, 8 months and have Solo beat Jay.
I think that they should turn Solo on Roman now and put him maybe not like with the Usos, but like be friendly with the Usos. Because Roman's the one that fucking failed him in this match.
The problem with that, though, is Jay would have to win at SummerSlam in order to turn Solo.
now what are your
you could do it this week on SmackDown. You could
I
turn
don't think
Solo
that's
this
going to
week.
happen. This week on
probably
SmackDown,
won't.
it's supposed to be the tribal court of the tribal court for Roman Reigns, which, I mean, Rikishi's going to head the court. He's going to decide that his boys need to decide amongst themselves who gets the shot. It'll be Jay, even though I think the storyline should be is that Jay gives the shot to Solo. And then Solo is the one to beat him. But that's my thing.
Now, Leo in the chat, what do y'all think about this? Leo in the chat said he gave the main event 3 3/4 stars.
Huh.
So he gave it lower than all of us.
Wow.
I can see it. I can agree.
I mean, for the length, I had it at a
And
4.
just FYI, Shelby, Leo's the one that hates you because he loves AEW.
He hates me.
Yeah. Like, he refuses to listen to the fucking Forbidden Door review because he's just like, I know he's gonna hate everything. And I was like, you're pretty much spot on that one.
Yeah, there's like the first 2 matches are good, and that was it.
That's too bad. Forbidden Door was
That's
great.
funny. That's hilarious.
All right, so that was Money in the Bank 2023. So on a scale of 1 to 10, what do we give Money in the Bank 2023?
I'll go ahead and give it a 7.
Yeah, I think I'll stick with a 7 as well.
I'm at a 7 too. Hey, we all agreed.
Yeah.
Ain't that some shit?
I think if you look back at our reviews, I think 7 is like very consistent.
For the most part, I think, yeah.
Wait, now we change it to a 3.6 out of 5. What the fuck you mean 3.6? Bitch, that's not how stars work.
I mean, I don't really like giving things quarters and halves either. I don't think I've ever
he's
done
giving it a
3.6. Well, we talk about quarters and halves.
3.6 for the whole show.
Oh, for the whole show.
No, hold on a minute. What we talking about points and quarters and all this shit? There's another thing up my ass. It's Dave Meltzer trying to explain his way out of not giving somebody like Kurt Angle a 5-star match or fucking any of those. Fuck,
that was such a silly like.
He was on Chris Van Vliet this past week. Oh, 4 3/4 is basically 5. Fuck you, asshole. No, it's not.
That was such a silly comment from him. It didn't even make any fucking sense.
I don't understand how he can even make sense of that. But fuck, yeah, that's an extra bit up my ass.
He's shooting shit out of his ass at this
fuck
point.
You, Dave Meltzer, you fucking asshole.
You gave the 10-man tag a 0. I don't want to hear it.
I didn't watch the 10-man tag.
All right, now we're going to move on to our fact of the week in time and history. And then if there's anybody in here other than Leo, then we will open it up for questions here. So Nick usually likes to regale us in a story or a little factoid that we may or may not know about. So Nick, what's your fact of the week?
and I just ripped on Dave Meltzer, but according to Dave Meltzer, the IWGP match at Forbidden Door 2023 between Jungle Boy and Sonata was the shortest IWGP World Heavyweight Championship match since March 19th, 2006, when Brock Lesnar successfully defended the title versus none other than Akibono.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I actually read that. Yeah.
That thing, like I'm talking about Jungle Boys, but that thing clocked in at just over like 10 minutes or something, didn't it?
Yeah.
10 or 12 or something. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Akibono was like 6 or 7 minutes or 8 minutes or something.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think the Jungle Boy fucking one was like 10 minutes and 1 second or some shit.
Yeah.
And now we're gonna move on to Shelby's time in history because it changes from week after week.
No, it doesn't. This is like the 6th week in a row.
Oh,
it's for tomorrow.
Yeah, but today we're live, pal.
Oh, fuck off. I didn't even consider that. Oh, wow. You're getting tomorrow's time in history, so to speak.
Well, yeah, we're getting the actual air date for Spotify, Amazon, and Apple podcasts for Today in Wrestling History. So
if we ever do a second live, I'll try and pick some for the day we're going live.
We are going to do questions right after this, Leo.
All right. So on July 7th, 1997, on Nitro in Memphis, Tennessee, Randy Savage took on La Parka. Savage lost the match after La Parka, in quotations, hit him with the diamond cutter. Took his mask off to reveal himself as DDP.
That was a good moment.
Yeah, for sure. On July 7th in 2003, in the opening match of Monday Night Raw, Montreal, Quebec, Canada, Booker T defeated Christian to become the Intercontinental Champion for the first and only time. I never realized that was the only time he was fucking IC champion.
Was that the one where they had like a time limit and they had to get like submissions in a certain amount of time?
This is the one time where I wish I had video on. I would literally just be staring at my screen. And finally, on July 7th, 2017, on the SummerSlam Heatwave Tour, AJ Styles beat Kevin Owens at Madison Square Garden in New York to become the U.S. champion.
Oh, yeah.
And no, there was no time limit draw or anything in that match.
I didn't say there was.
No, I was waiting for it, though.
Well, Chris Benoit or Kurt Angle were in that match, so I wasn't confused.
In 2017.
No. All right, so that was our fact of the week. Now, we usually move on to our after segment game, but since we are live recording this, if there's, there are a few people watching, so if you guys have any questions for me, Nick, and Shelby to answer, speak now, forever hold your peace, or we will move on to a game of identity. Remember, doesn't have to be wrestling related. It can if you want. So anything you guys want to ask us, feel free to.
I'm waiting for the AEW question.
Now there won't be ones because you said that.
That's probably
you rag on AEW, and I mean, fuck, man, I still don't understand why you rag on AEW because there's been some fucking awesome AEW matches that you've shit all over.
Yeah, I agree. What's your favorite pay-per-view ever? Leo wants to know.
Oh man, ever.
December to dismember.
King of the Ring 2001.
I was like, what?
I will say King of the Ring 2001 or WrestleMania 20.
Oh,
one of those two.
WrestleMania 22 has to be up there for me.
You said 22 or 20?
22.
Okay.
2-2.
Fuck. This is where I wish I had my DVD collection in front of me so I could just like take a look and see which ones I fucking watched the most. I mean, I probably watched Royal Rumble 2004 like a billion times. Just because I'm kind of put on the spot, I think I'm going to go with WrestleMania 17.
All right. Anything else, you guys? You guys can ask while we're answering, and then we'll get to them, So. Hi, Nick and Shelby and Will. Are you glad that the Bloodline storyline is over? Well, it's not over. And
I'm not sure it's over yet.
Oh, yeah, it's not. And who is going to be the next? And who is going to be Paul Heyman's next guy? I don't think he's ever going to have a guy again.
Sikoa.
Oh, you think so?
Yep.
If he were to have one, that would make sense. I do think that the Bloodline storyline is coming to an end. I don't think it's quite over yet, but
it's not over. It's not over until Roman loses those belts.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. Yeah,
pretty much. I mean, I think it's.
But I still think he should lose them to either Jay or fucking Solo.
I think Jay's the obvious one. Make it full circle. That's where like the whole Bloodline story started. Yeah. That's where it should end.
If they're gonna choose somebody in the Bloodline, I think you're right. That's the best way to go.
You know. What do you guys think of the upcoming Twisted Metal Peacock series with Samoa Joe?
I saw a trailer and it didn't really show me a whole lot, so I'm not sure. I played all, not all, but I played most of the Twisted Metal games. I'm hoping it's going to be good, but I have a bad feeling. Especially because it's made by Peacock.
I personally am not a fan of Will Arnett. I've never found him funny. I've found him to be quite obnoxious.
Well, that'll kind of work.
Fact, I am a fan of Anthony Mackie, and I am a fan of Samoa Joe. I've seen the clips. I'm not sold on it. I don't know. I don't think it'll do well.
I really wish they would just make another fucking game that's actually good.
Easy. That would be too easy.
Well,
I'll probably check it out for curiosity's sake. I'm not familiar with the games. I thought it was just people in cars shooting each other. So I was like, how the fuck are you going to turn that into a TV show?
Well, I mean, that's the general concept of it, but there is like story behind it.
It's
like it's supposed to be a tournament kind of thing, a deathmatch tournament, and then the winner of the tournament gets whatever they desire. So I'm trying to think of like some of the examples, but it'd be like they'd ask for something and then he'd do like a fucked up version of it. Like, I want to be out of my fucking car, and then they just like die. I don't know. It's hard to explain, but.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But I'll probably check it out for curiosity's sake. Yeah. What is all your favorite Nintendo 64 and PS1 games, and do any of you like Tomb Raider?
When it comes to Nintendo 64, my favorites were fucking Banjo-Tooie and Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. I could give a fuck about Tomb Raider. I've never been able to get into first person like fucking shooter or like fucking quest games like that.
It's a third party shooter.
I've never been able to get into
third player.
Those.
Whatever.
I've never been able to get into those. Like I say, fucking Tony Hawk, that kind of shit. Hell yeah. But otherwise,
N64. I mean, I played a lot of Smash Bros. When I was a kid. I didn't have a 64, but some of my friends did. I was always terrible at fucking Mario Kart, but I was killer at fucking Crash Team Racing. Fucking played the shit out of that. PS1.
Crash Team Racing was dope.
Yeah, man. Crash Bandicoot games in general on PS1 are great. Probably all-time favorites, I think, on PS1 specifically. I never played any of the Resident Evils back then, but I've tried to play some of them now, and it's a little difficult.
I mean, WWF No Mercy. If I had like money for every hour I put into that game, holy shit. You know, like, so that game for sure. WrestleMania 2000. But like non-wrestling games, like PS1. I forgot about PS1. PS1. Do I have a favorite PS1 game? I remember the first PS1 game I got was Tomb Raider, and it was a good game. But Nintendo 64, believe it or not, the Nintendo 64 port of Wheel of Fortune is actually a pretty good fucking port of the game. PS1. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Yeah. I remember having a PC version of that.
Yeah, it was actually pretty good.
I had the board game version.
Oh, Spyro was good, but like fucking Spyro used to make me sick. It was just the way the camera moved.
Do Nick or Shubs collect vinyl?
I collect vinyl. I have. Let me think about my vinyl collection. I've got Frampton Comes Alive.
Everybody has Frampton Comes Alive.
Fleetwood Mac Rumors. I've got Supertramp Breakfast in America. I've got by proxy because it's my brother's, but I look after it. Cheap Trick at Budokan. I've got Michael Jackson Thriller. I've got Led Zeppelin 4. I've got I collect vinyl.
Shelby?
I have 2 vinyls. I have a Tom Waits Real Gone vinyl that I don't actually have here right now, but it is mine. It's at my buddy's. I didn't have a record player. Still don't when I bought it, so I just gave it to him because he had a record player. So I haven't listened to it in a while, but and I also have they're a smaller band that probably you've never heard of, but they're called Daddy Longlegs. They're like kind of like a blues rock type thing. I actually bought that one from the band and they signed it, which was pretty fucking cool.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Leo wants to know, do y'all see Cody in an AEW ring anytime in the future?
No.
Really?
No.
No.
Unless something drastically changes there.
Yeah.
And I think for it to drastically change, pretty much the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega will have to leave. I'm not saying anything negative against them, but I think that's a lot of the reason why he left in the first place. I think the Punk money thing was just him saying, well, if you give me the Punk money, I'll stay around, but he didn't actually want to stay around.
No.
I think he did. I think, he started that fucking company.
He did, but I think he saw what it was turning into and he didn't like it.
Mm-hmm.
And he knew there was no way to turn it into what he wanted it to be.
Maybe.
Yep.
I don't think it's going to be around for 10 years. I really don't.
Really?
No, I don't think they'll keep the fan base. I think their fan base is going to dwindle at some point. There's a time limit on AEW.
Completely collapse.
Yeah.
But as long as Cons have money.
That's it. I'm done.
I'm telling you, you're not his favorite person.
Yeah, I can tell. That's fair.
But
I'm not my favorite person either.
Even with the Cons pumping money into it, you don't think it could still stick
That
around?
money's going to run out at some point.
But look at Ted Turner. Ted Turner, WCW would still be around if Ted Turner was around.
Yes, and I mean, you could say the same, but Tony's money's going to run out at some point, and I think Shad's going to just be like, well, you tried it. It was fun, but we can't keep pumping money into this. And
that's essentially what Dixie Carter's dad did.
Yeah, it's going to go the way of TNA. I don't think it's going to be as I don't know. It's hard to say if it's going to be as quickly or not, but it's definitely not going to be the competitor that everybody thought it was going to be.
Right.
If Nick and Shubs were a wrestler, what would their names be?
It'd be Shubs with a Z instead of an S.
Yep. I don't know what to tell you on that one.
Not Raging Nick Rossetti?
Probably.
Not Nico?
Nico De Lorenzo.
Yeah, I was trying to think. I always go Nico Bellic from fucking GTA 4 whenever I think
Nichols De Lorenzo. Nichols De Lorenzo. There we go. Raging Nichols De Lorenzo.
Raging Nichols De Lorenzo. I think Leo's really had enough at this point.
That's it. 10 versus Shub Saturday night on WCW. Who has 10?
I think it's just 10
Sean
people
Spears.
versus me.
Oh.
Or Sean Spears.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to cut it on questions there because we're a little bit over on time. But thank you guys for posting some questions here for our first ever live episode.
That's right.
Yeah. And now we're going to move into our vintage picks of the week, which is usually a show, promo, commercial, something wrestling related we think you should seek out and watch here. So Shelby, what's your vintage pick of the week?
Where did I put it? Oh, there it is. Monday Nitro, November 2nd, 1998, Chris Jericho versus Billy Kidman. I believe it was for the World Television title.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So we go back to 2004 when Teddy Long was first revealed as SmackDown GM. when everybody was trying to decide who the U.S. champion was, and Vince comes out and is like, "Oh, there's a new GM, pal," and then out comes Teddy Long, and he fucking put Booker T in his place and all that shit. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Mine, I'm going back to the 80s. I was a little pressed for time. I had to figure out something, so I thought of this moment, and I was just like, it's actually pretty. I mean, in retrospect, it's really not funny, but like, I don't know, probably for people like us, it's funny. But Hulk Hogan choking out Richard Belzer.
Richard Belzer got really hurt by that.
Yeah.
Richard Belzer, rest in peace.
Yeah, Richard Belzer used to have a late night talk show and invited Hogan on, and of course he threw out the fake word, and Hogan's like, "Oh, let me show you something, brother," and this is a chin lock, and Richard Belzer passed out. What's great about it is that he wakes up like nothing happened, like, "Oh yeah, we'll be right back after these messages from you know who," and you see like the blood trickling from his fucking head and shit. Oh my god, so good. Like I said, it's really not funny, but like it kind of is.
No, it's fucking perfect. You don't call wrestlers fake.
I feel fake.
Does that feel fake to you?
I'm sorry, Dr. Diaz is the best one ever.
He does. Oh, he definitely does.
Out of everybody who's ever confronted a wrestler and said, like, "Come on, is it fake?" Roddy Piper would probably be next because he just whips out his ass on live TV. Y'all ever seen that?
I don't think so.
No.
Like politically incorrect with Bill Maher had Sting, Bobby Heenan, Roddy Piper, and Medusa on, and the first fucking question Bill Maher asked, he was just like, "Okay, so is it fair to say that the audience is in on the joke?" And they're like, "Well, what do you mean?" They're like, "Come on, like, are they in on it?" And Piper's like, "You mean it's fake?" And they're like, "Well, yeah." And he's like, "Oh yeah." Piper just pulls out his pants and says, "You see this titanium hip right here?" Like, God damn, dude. Like,
don't piss off Roddy Piper, baby. God damn.
Yeah, so it's good. Yeah, so there's the bell, so we know what that means. That signifies the end of the Three-Way Dance Wrestling Podcast. We will be back next week with something we don't know what, or possibly something I don't know what. Maybe a movie review. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Maybe a break. Who knows? Shut up. I said maybe.
Well, hold on a sec, brother.
If you're good.
If I'm good.
Yeah, if you're good.
If I watch all my Money in the Bank ladder matches?
If you grade them properly. So it looks like you ain't getting a break.
Yeah, probably not, eh?
So for Nick and Shelby and for the people watching live, thank you guys for joining us live. And maybe we'll do it again sometime. So until next week, guys, I'm the ArtistVersion1. And remember, be breezy.